a ticket to space, a $15 million convent, and other jaw-dropping splurges. After selling the rights to her music for a cool $225 million, it's obvious that Katy Perry is rolling around in a lot of cash, and let's just say that her spending habits are as over the top as her stage performances. So what does a person with a net worth of $400 million spend all that money on? Well, buckle up as we explore some of the most expensive things Katy Perry blows her money on. We all know the pop sensation for her chart-topping hits. However, it would seem that music is not the only talent Katy has. From her real estate portfolio, the singer surely knows a thing or two about collecting houses. Her primary residence is a Beverly Hills estate she bought in 2017 for a casual $19 million. This 8,800 square foot mansion has 7 bedrooms and 9 bathrooms. Yep, 9. Because apparently even Katy Perry needs more bathrooms than days of the week. The estate features a grand entryway, a gourmet kitchen, and living spaces practically begging for a dance party. Outside, there's a pool, a tennis court, and gardens lush enough to make you feel like you're walking through a botanical wonderland. But that's just the start of Katy's real estate empire. In 2014, she picked up a contemporary Hollywood Hills pad for $6.5 million. Designed by the modernist architect David Sloan, the place had floor-to-ceiling windows, an open floor plan, and a rooftop terrace with skyline views that could make anyone feel like a star. Just 1 year later, Katy snatched up a mid-century modern home in the same area for $2.7 million, only to flip it later for sale, because why not? Fast forward to 2018, and Perry added a historic Santa Barbara estate to her collection for $7.5 million. It's a classic property with sprawling gardens and outdoor spaces that seem perfect for plotting her next big hit, or just relaxing with Orlando Bloom while discussing the latest gossip. And speaking of Bloom, during the pandemic, while the rest of us were hoarding toilet paper, Katy and Orlando were eyeing an estate worth $15 million in Montecito, California. However, this property came with its own set of dramas. The house was previously owned by Carl Westcott, an octogenarian entrepreneur and disabled veteran. Westcott had agreed to sell the estate for $15 million to Perry's business manager Bernie Gudvey, but then had second thoughts. What followed was a legal showdown that made the luxury real estate market look like a reality TV show. In December 2023, after long drawn-out lawsuits, the judge ruled in Perry's favor, cementing the deal. But this was not even Perry's first rodeo with real estate legal issues. Back in 2015, Perry also made headlines for purchasing a former Catholic convent in Los Angeles for $15 million, despite objections from the elderly nuns who had once lived there. The nuns preferred to sell the 22,000 square foot property to a developer, but the judge ruled that it was the Catholic Church's property to sell, not theirs, and awarded her damages. When she's not buying every luxury mansion in sight, Katy's rolling in some sweet rides. First up is the Smart for Two, which is the quirkiest car in her collection. It's tiny, it's cute, and it's probably the only car that can fit comfortably in your kitchen. In a world where celebrities drive around in tanks disguised as SUVs, Katy's Smart for Two is perfect for squeezing into the tightest parking spots. With a top speed of 96 miles per hour, it's not exactly built for speed demons, unless the competition is pesky paparazzi on foot. But it comes at around $16,000, so it's practically a steal for Katy, who probably spends more on her stage outfits. Now, if you thought the Smart for Two was impressive, wait till you take a look at her 2009 Mini Cooper S. This speedster of a vehicle is valued at $31,000 and packs enough horsepower to dodge flashing cameras in a flash. When Katy wants to dial it back and take things back in time to vintage Hollywood, she hops into her Mercedes-Benz 220 Ponton convertible. This vintage beauty is valued at $35,000. Sure, it's not breaking any speed records with 0 to 60 miles per hour in 28 seconds, but who cares when you're rolling in a car this stylish? Now, every garage needs a practical, reliable option, and for Katy, that's the BMW 3 Series. Priced at $43,000, this workhorse delivers smooth rides, understated luxury, and a little bit of that German engineering magic. Just the kind of car you drive when you want to blend in but still appreciate a little bit of style. There's also the Audi A5, valued at $44,000. Katy also owns a Fisker Karma, a $104,000 hybrid that was once the future of cars, but ended up being more like the MySpace of vehicles. Fondly remembered, but somewhat forgotten. While the company that had once tried to take on Tesla had fizzled out, Katy is still keeping the electric dream alive. Speaking of electric cars, of course no pop star's garage would be complete without a Tesla Model S. With its insane speed, 0 to 60 in under 2 seconds, this $114,000 electric beauty proves that you can be eco-conscious and still leave everyone in your dust. But let's be real, every celebrity needs a Ferrari, and Katy's Ferrari California T, priced at a cool $200,000, is everything you'd expect from a California girl. Gorgeous, fast, and ready to steal the show. Plus, when your car sounds this good, who needs a soundtrack? The crowning jewel of Katy Perry's collection, though, is her Maserati Grand Caprio. Priced at $300,000, this Italian stallion is pure luxury and performance. With its sleek design and 434 horsepower under the hood, it's the car Katy drives when she wants to make an entrance. And when Katy's not behind her impressive set of wheels, she's probably jetting off somewhere fancy. On her very own private jet, of course. I mean, why fly coach when you can cruise through the clouds in an Embraer Phenom 100? This sleek little beauty costs anywhere between $2.2 and $5.3 million and is known for its efficiency and luxury. Oh, and did I mention it costs about $1,100 per flight hour in maintenance just to keep it airborne? But hey, when you've got that roar money, what's a little extra for fuel and crew expenses? Now we can't talk about Katy Perry without diving into her absolutely absurd wardrobe. I mean, sure, the woman can sing, but her fashion choices deserve their own Grammy. She's known to drop serious cash on some of the most extravagant outfits on the planet. Case in point, a jaw-dropping pair of custom Louboutin heels priced at, brace yourself, $50,000. Yes, you heard that right. That's more than a year's rent in New York City on shoes. But these aren't just any shoes. Bedazzled with crystals and pearls, they could probably light up a room by themselves because they look like something straight out of one of her music videos. And that's just the start. Katy's wardrobe is a fashion lover's dream. We're talking couture gowns from Valentino, Versace, and Moschino, each one costing more than your entire student loan debt. Her Met Gala looks alone could fund your whole college education, with enough left over for a semester abroad. Forget teenage dream. This is every fashionista's dream. But it's not just the clothes that scream luxury. Katy knows how to accessorize like royalty. For instance, she's been spotted rocking not one, but multiple Cartier love bracelets. These bad boys start at around $6,000 a pop. She's got them in gold, platinum, you name it. Basically, her wrist is worth more than some people's life savings. And let's not even get started on her engagement ring, a 4-carat pink diamond surrounded by 8 smaller white diamonds from Orlando Bloom, valued at a casual $5 million. No, Katy doesn't just live in luxury, she vacations in it too. One of her favorite getaway places with her fiancé Orlando is a Six Senses Kaplankaya, a luxury hotel in Turkey. The rooms here go for as much as up to $5,000 a night. Here, the couple enjoys a private time complete with personal chefs, infinity pools, and the kind of peace and quiet that only pop stars can afford. Just your average couple's retreat, right? And don't even get me started on her extravagant parties, because when you're Katy Perry, birthdays aren't just parties, they're experiences. Take her 35th birthday, for example. She and Orlando rented a palace in Egypt and flew in 64 of her friends and family for a week-long celebration, complete with camel rides and private tours of the pyramids. Because if you're going to celebrate another trip around the sun, why not do it like Cleopatra? But that's not all. She's been spotted living it up on Jeff Bezos' $485 million yacht with her fiancé, Jeff Bezos himself, and even Leonardo DiCaprio. But let's not forget, Katy is generous with her loved ones too. Take for instance when she treated her friends to dinner on the Eiffel Tower, spending over $100,000. Because why settle for a candlelit dinner when you can have a view of the entire city of Paris? There's also the time at One Love Malibu Festival charity auction, where a date with Orlando Bloom was one of the big prizes. Katy herself took the mic to auction off her fiancé, saying, "You can do a motorcycle ride with him to a lunch destination and have lunch with Orlando freaking Bloom. That also means that when you're on the motorcycle with him, you're holding him in a way that I am not excited about." A fan would bid $20,000, but Katy wasn't about to let her man slip away. She snagged the date for herself at $50,000. Now that's one winning bid. Of course, we are not forgetting when she got her ex, Russell Brand, a $200,000 trip to space for his 35th birthday through Richard Branson's Virgin Galactic. Talk about an out-of-this-world gift, literally. It's unclear if Brand ever used that ticket, but I wouldn't be surprised if Katy's still hoping to send him off into orbit one of these days. And there you have it, an inside look at Katy Perry's extravagant lifestyle. If you need proof that a simple California girl can rise to become a global pop icon, Katy Perry is all the evidence you need.